Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for part 2 of the NFL Best Ball 3.5 millionaire. Okay, 1 million to first, and this is a ticket to the Tournament of Champions all together. All right, 1 million to first. That's going to be our main goal. Next will be the Best Ball Mania. We will get to that, but I enjoyed the Draftkings version of this where they have $1 million to first place. We're going to take advantage of this, throw a whole bunch of lineups in there. But before I deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessengerSD. Do not forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91 and the Patreon. All those links will be down below. Guys, continue to click that subscribe button. We are currently at 948, 949. Let's double check right now before we get to our drafted team. I think it is, let's see where we at. We're at 948. 948. We're almost at our goal. I'm going to continue to bring you the fantasy football content soon. For you to sign up for the Patreon will be rankings, okay? So that's going to get started. I'm going to be pushing that for you to sign up for the Patreon so you can get those rankings for your fantasy football drafts coming up, and best ball as well. All right, so let's get in here. Let's draft the team. It's $5 to get in here, and you have 150. Okay, you get 150 times to enter in this tournament. We understand this is a snake draft, 12 team. Okay, 12 team draft that we got right here. We're going to take the fast one. We're going to enter our $5 in. If you choose to do that 8-hour one, you can. That's more of a elongated version, and you would have to keep checking back. They do give you updates of when your pick is coming up, so they do notify you. But we're going to do the quick one for this video. I'm going to do the 8-hour video. It's going to be, you know how long that would take? That would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. So we are entered. 8 out of 12 currently are in here. They allow you to edit, okay? They do allow you to edit their rankings before. It's even easier on the app on your phone. Right now we're doing it on the desktop. But they give you just a glimpse of what's to come, of what their rankings are. And I think we are filled. So let's find out our spot. I believe last time I had like 8 or 7. I wanna be 12. I really do. We're 9. All right, so we're almost at the turnaround. We're right before the turnaround, and then when it comes back swinging around, we get another opportunity, and then it's gone. It's going for like 16 picks. We're waiting. We're waiting. So you might have to get aggressive on that come around, because you might not see the guy that you really want until 16, 17, 18 picks later, right? So you might have to get aggressive. So 22 seconds. I don't really have to, at the beginning part, I don't really have to cue people in. If you want to get comfortable, start throwing in people now into that queue, which is right here. Say you have an emergency, any type of scenario. Start throwing guys that you do like in the queue. It never hurts. It never hurts, because once that time runs out, it will take your guy that you have in the queue at the top. It's very important that you do not get auto picks, okay? So we got 20 picks here. McCaffrey already went. That is a great selection. Taylor is a great selection. All these guys up top are great. Taylor, Cup, Jefferson, Chase. I don't like Derrick Henry. I don't like Derrick. I called the injury. I knew. I told you guys do not draft him last season. Obviously, he was on pace, but then the historic information about running backs after a 2K season, they always fall off. So that happened last year, and we're coming up. Can Jamar Chase fall to us at 9? That would be awesome. If not, we have Eckler, but that was a huge year of touchdowns. I don't think that repeats yet again. Najee Harris is going to get the volume. He's pretty safe. Travis Kelce is going to get a ton of volume. He's pretty safe. If you get Dalvin Cook, you have to handcuff. All right, if you go to Dalvin Cook route, you have to handcuff. But this offense is now changing to a pass-first offense instead of a run-first offense. So you have to, that's kind of baked in just a little bit. Think about that. Even though Dalvin Cook is a very, very efficient running back and dual threat. They've been having him out as a wide receiver as well. Jamar Chase is not going to fall to us. So we're going to have to make a decision Are you going to let Najee Harris come to me? They took Kelsey. We're going to take the volume of Najee Harris, okay? Najee Harris was great last year. He's going to do very similar things this year, okay? I get it. No more Big Ben, no more pepper targets. That was more on the Deontay Johnson side. Trubisky, which should be the starting quarterback for this Pittsburgh Steelers, he still will check down enough for us to receive volume for Najee Harris. This is their number one star right here. This is their prized possession, first round pick. They're going to feed that man. All right. So Najee Harris, we're pretty secure at the running back position. On the come around, let's see. Hopefully we get. I feel fine about Adams. I feel fine about Diggs. It'll be crazy if Dalvin Cook falls back to us. I don't see that happening. Lamb is great. Swift is great. Aaron Jones has huge upside with no Devonta Adams. This becomes the number one target for Aaron Rodgers here, who he trusts the most. Robert Tonyan has a Q tag. He might not make it to week 1, so that's a big question mark. If you're looking for Tonyan as a late sleeper tight end, I was looking at him as a late sleeper tight end. I want to hear better news until I go back to that well, okay? If you're doing mocks, if you're doing other best ball, you kind of switch up strategy every time you hear new news, and you might go a different route. You gain more information, and then you kind of solidify what you're going to do in the middle of a draft, late in the draft. That's the key. Late in the draft, you can find some huge gems. I'm hoping Diggs falls to us. Diggs, Lamb, Swift. I'm fine with all three of those options, even Deebo Samuel. There's only one person ahead of us. You got to make that decision. If he takes Lamb, we're going to take, we got us. Who do you go? You want to go knock out the running backs already? Or do you want to get you a stud wide receiver? Let's go with a little bit of balance here. We're going to take Stephon Diggs. Obviously, I do love DeAndre Swift, but it's a win-win scenario right here. You could have stacked up running back. You could have went Najee Harris, Swift, and then you could have really keyed on, did your run of wide receivers. But I want to lock in an elite talent, especially in that offense for the Buffalo Bills. I wanted to lock that in as 100% definite. So we got that. All right, we got our 1-2 punch. Najee Harris, Stephon Diggs. And now our wait is going on. Let's throw in some guys in the queue. We're going to hopefully get in that round 3, round 4, okay? Some guys that we think might fall. Tyreek could fall. Josh Allen, I don't know how this draft is going to go with quarterbacks. So we might throw him in there. Javonte Williams is still here. T. Higgins, Mike Williams. These are great options coming up. Travis Etienne. I don't know about Kyle Pitts that early. We're going to have to decide about that. The biggest conundrum right now is Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. I really wish I had better information. You're going to be throwing a dart at that situation 100%. Okay? We do not know what Russell Wilson's number one target will be. It could be even. If you want, a lot of people are taking a scenario of the Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Who did he have a better connection with? A touchdown guy would be Cortland Sutton. It's the same body model type, not muscular, but same body type with height as DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett would be Jerry Jeudy as your more slant slot guy that has speed. So it's really a coin toss. I think they're both great at their position, and at this current rank. Hopefully you pick the right one. Hopefully they're both good. 1,000 yards, double-digit touchdowns. That'll be awesome. Okay, so it's a win-win either way if that happens. Chubb just went off the board. That was way too early. Chubb should have not went off the board. And they're fading a lot of the begin. If Kamara falls to my 4th option, then I might consider it. Like that 4th, 5th option, if he falls there, he's going to see 6-game suspension. So you have to bake that in, and you got to be willing. You can't be taking these L's. So it depends. It really depends. If he falls, you kind of have to have that discussion. I stay away unless it's just ridiculous. It cannot eat the 6 weeks without my running back. But when he comes back, you got you a stacked lineup. So that's what the risk a lot of people are taking. And he's still lasting so far. Travis Etienne just went off the board. I got one Q guy left. Will he make? No, I got no Q guy left. So we're gonna have to refill this, and we have an option here. We do have an option. So we got Kamara that has felt us. Right now, he is the best value on the board. In the third round, if he's not in the first, not in the second, he's falling to me in the third. We're gonna take that shot. We are gonna take the risk and take Alvin Kamara, and hopefully that will pay dividends on that second week 7 and on in our best ball lineups. We have a stud, a first round running back that we got pretty much in the 4th round. Pretty much. It's right before the turn. I didn't want to take that risk. I'll lock him in. I didn't really like anyone else at this particular position. Definitely, I didn't really love Michael Pittman he could have been my number 2 wide receiver, but I still have options here of Kyle Pitts, Courtland Sutton, Darren Waller. I could go Herbert. We got DJ Moore. There's a lot of options right here for me to fill in that number 2 wide receiver as well. I could have stacked it up with Diggs, Sutton, and then throw in a DJ Moore, a Gabriel Davis, or a Terry McLaurin. There's so many guys here. There really is. So I'll take the shot at Alvin Kamara. Michael Pittman just went off the board. Do I solidify? Now, if I had Mike Williams, I would have paired him with Justin Herbert to have that stack locked in. I'm debating. I think I'm going to just take my second wide receiver coming up very soon and get that out the way, because you are starting 3 wide receivers and 1 flex. So you need to have a plethora of wide receivers, and that flex can be a wide receiver or a running back as well. So Adam Thielen went over Courtland Sutton. Wow, that's crazy. But in this scenario, I think the upgrade that DJ Moore is getting with Baker Mayfield. Finally, can we get a year with more than 4 touchdowns? I want to take the upside on that. I like DJ Moore as my second wide receiver over Courtland Sutton, because yes, like I said, we don't know. Is it Sutton? Is it Judy? Give me someone that is definite and that is a dominant wide receiver with poor quarterback play. He gets a QB upgrade, and he has the potential to finally have a great season. And we have us a nice core here. We have Najee Harris. We have Alvin Kamara. We have Stephon Diggs. And we have DJ Moore. We have elite talent right here. As long as Kamara comes back, we should be great. Hopefully, we'll see what comes around in this turnaround before our next pick. Hopefully, some guys fall to us. Let's see. Let's fill it up. I don't think Gabe Davis falls to us. We'll throw in... Kittle let me down last year. We'll throw in Beast Hall. I like him over here. He just win, right? Yeah, figured. Yeah, he was not going to... If I needed to take that, I would have had to got it in round 4. We missed out on that. That is fine. So let's start throwing these guys in. We got Jerry Jeudy. I'll be fine having him as a number 3 wide receiver. We got Allen Robinson coming over to the LA Rams, getting a big boost at the QB position with Matt Stafford. Gabe Davis is now the number 2 option. But we're missing out on Josh Allen. I don't want to go Gabe Davis because we don't have that stack. And I already have Stephon Diggs. So I don't want to go with that stack. We're going to look for another quarterback. And maybe something falls to us. We're not going to force any stack here. Okay? Let it come to you. Don't on purpose do it. Like, I didn't have the opportunity to get Josh Allen. I already have Diggs. Diggs by itself is fine. I'm not going to add Gabe Davis on top of that. So we're coming around. I do not like Deontay Johnson. We're going to skip that. We got Josh Jacobs in a problem situation here. He's not guaranteed a contract next year. This is a new regime in Las Vegas, and they have no ties connected to him. They did draft Zamir White. They have Kenya Drake, and they brought in Brandon Bolden. Okay, so there's a lot of guys that are going to be in competition for that running back position for the Las Vegas Raiders. We got Jalen Hurts, we got Rashad Bateman we'll throw in there. All these guys are likes here. Amon St. Brown, Darnell Mooney. All these guys are locks. We got Lamar Jackson. I could just fill in my quarterback position right now. There's someone pretty solidified. He is gone. That's fine. And we're going to keep moving down. Jalen Hurts, I got there in the queue. Oh, we like Dalton Schultz. We like Eli Mitchell. Let's see what's coming up. Let's see, oh, Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow is a nice option at wide receiver. I think I want to... Oh, wow, Joe Burrow. Ooh, Joey B, baby. We got Joe Burrow coming up. I might want to lock that in. Oh, we got DK. You get DK as our number 3. Oh, we have a tough option here. Between DK and Allen Robinson. We can have DK as our number 3 wide receiver. I get it. It's Drew Lock or Geno Smith, but this is still an alpha wide receiver. I don't care what anyone says. All right? He's going to get his. I promise you. Games without Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf averaged 17 fantasy points per game. Okay, that's what DK Metcalf averaged in games without Russell Wilson. And technically, is the best talent. We're going with talent here. We are going to take DK Metcalf. We are going to take him right there. This is our number 3 wide receiver. All right, as our number 3 wide receiver, I feel comfortable with taking that risk right there because there is big upside. Right, there is huge upside. All right, a lot of people are down with him, and the current position he's going in right now, it's already baked in. DK Metcalf was a round 2 wide receiver. He loses Russell Wilson. He's now in the round 5. It's already baked in. It's already baked in the price right there. So that is a value. DK as your number 3 is ridiculous. All right. So this draft is turning around a little bit more quickly now. We got a couple auto drafters, and our pick is coming up very soon. I think I want to go. It's a decision here. Do we lock in an elite quarterback, or do we fill in our tight end position? The tight end position that I really do like in Dalton Schultz. We can solidify, or we can wait. Let's see what we're going to come to. I want to solidify a very talented quarterback here. We're going to go with Joe Burrow as our quarterback. He finally broke out, all right? He was coming off a year with an ACL problem, and he was just getting acclimated in that regular season. Then you saw the next level Joe Burrow at the end of the season, especially in that Kansas City game and into the playoffs. So you really didn't get the full effect of Joe Burrow for an entire regular season, because he really came on the scene at that end stretch run when a lot of fantasy football leagues were in their playoffs. Joe Burrow, you're getting a full year of unleashed Joe Burrow. We're going all in on this guy. So love him at that selection in round 6. And that mid round get you a solidified QB. Maybe Dalton Schultz falls to us and it becomes a value in round 6? In round 7? It should be round 7. Yeah, round 7. We'll see. We'll see if he falls to us. I doubt it. But you never know. You never know. So let's fill in more of our queue that we got going on. Russell Gage has some upside. We got Elijah Moore. He's nice. We're pretty good on quarterback. I'll fill in later, really late. Our second quarterback, Hawkinson, is here as a tight end option that has upside. I could throw him in there. Let's see. He's still there. He's still holding on, but he's not gonna last. He is not going to last. We already got one guy that's gonna miss 6 games. You take one risk. Don't double down on that. You're really hampering your team if you have both Hopkins and Kamara. You really it can be worth a risk, but it's just too much. I think it's too much. You're missing 2 big pieces. Everyone else is using guys that are going to be playing fully, unless they get injured. But That's going to be a big risk. Take that one risk and choose one of Hopkins or Kamara. Do not take both. You'll be leaving your lineup in a stranglehold. Okay, do not go crazy on that. Okay, so we're coming around. Schultz is still there. That is crazy. Why is Schultz still there? Oh, who is drafting? Who are these people here? I don't know who's drafting, man. I don't know these kids, but they just picked Cordarrelle Patterson. And Pollard's still there. Like, all right, finally, somebody. Dalton Schultz. Thank you. You shouldn't have been there. I can't believe you fell that far. So, Schultz is gone. We got to find a new tight end. We still got the Hawk. The Hawk right there. Hawk right there coming back. Him and I'm going to say Rob Brown is going to be that 1-2 punch early in the season until Jameson Williams gets acclimated. He still has that injury. So it could be at least week 6. And then then after that, it's you're deciding if you really want to risk it. Maybe you want to save him to the second end of the season, give him a few touches, and then really ramp him up for next year. So there's a lot of questions there, all right? Love Jameson Williams' talent, but I always question his rookie year because of the injury. It's too many question marks there as of right now. All right, we do have I do need that second running back because we're going to be missing Kamara. I do need that second running back. We're going to, so that answered our question. So if Renfro was still there, I was definitely going to take him. If not, we were going to get our second running back. Our second running back will be Tony Pollard, okay? So we got us a nice trio. Tony Pollard solidified the RB2 until Alvin Kamara comes back, and then we can have Najee Harris, Kamara, Pollard as our 2 running back and 1 flex. Or it doesn't matter because I'll have all these guys, and it will select for you who has the best week, okay? So whatever is what comes out of that week, who scores the highest, it'll already configure for you, and everything's a piece of cake. You don't have to worry about anything. You just have to focus on the draft. Right now, we can get our tight end. Unless Hockenson and Goddard is off the board in the next 2 picks, which I highly doubt, then we can get our tight end, okay? Once it gets super, super low, then you got to get creative and really know the tight end position. There's still sleepers down there. There's Cole Kmet, Pat Frymuth is nice. Tanyan would have been nice, but we got to wait on news. We need more information about Robert Tanyan and his injury because right now they're talking about the backup in Green Bay as of right now. So Hockenson went off the board. We still got Dallas Goedert in a great offense. He's going to be a top tier option for Jalen Hurts. I even could have done the Jalen Hurts and we could have had a nice little stack with Jalen Hurts and Goddard, but I love Joe Burrow's talent, so he's definitely going to be a guy next time or another scenario. We'll pair them together, but right now I need me a very high volume tight end, and Goddard is going to be that guy. And we basically filled our lineup. Okay, we basically filled our lineup. Burrow, Najee Harris, Alvin Kamara, Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Dallas Goedert, Tony Pollard. That looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Tell me that's not a good lineup. Comment down below. I want you guys to give me a grade on this draft. All right, give me a grade. All right, I want to hear all the good, the bad, everything. Gotta give feedback. All right, guys, definitely give feedback. I'm gonna keep doing these best ball drafts and give you guys what you want. All right, do mock draft. We're gonna do mock drafts. We're gonna do best ball drafts. Everything's coming. More team previews. We're not done. We're going through every single team. All right, that goes for TikTok as well with the record predictions. So we are almost halfway through this draft. Now we want to go for some darts. We basically filled our lineup. We want to go for some high upside guys. Brandon Ayuk is nice. We can go for a second tight end if we want with Dawson Knox. Derek Carr has some upside. He can be our number 2 quarterback. We got Ertz, Olave. There's gems here. There's gems. So don't panic when you get in these scenarios, right? You can always find a guy, right? There's always someone else in that next level, in that next tier, okay? Kadarius Toney has some upside, even though if you're thinking about the money situation, they're paying Kenny Golladay a ton of money. He was injured last year, and they're paying him a lot of money. He should be the focal point of that offense. All right, even though you're hearing a lot of stuff about Kadarius Toney, Kenny Golladay is even going later than him. If you think you like him as a sleeper, Kenneth Walker right there, as that could be like a second half season, because we know Rashad Penny did awesome, but he is injury prone. Kenny Walker has a huge upside in that offense for the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to run no matter what. We got Boyd here. We got Sky Moore. We got Chase Claypool. We'll throw in there. We got Kirk Cousins. Got all these guys here. There's a lot. He's getting a lot of good attention over there in New Orleans. Trey Lance just went off the board. That was a solid pickup. We still got Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk could be our number 4. What a 4 wide receiver. You be our number 4 wide receiver? I think I might take. Is he gone? No, James still going. Brandon Ayuk is still there. He has too much upside. So we're going to take Brandon Ayuk. He'll be our wide receiver number 4. And then let's see who falls to us coming back around, all right? We still got a lot of guys that we like right here in this little cluster. If you want to look below, I want to have some backup wide receivers. I want to load up on some of these guys before I go back to the wide receiver, to the running back position, or backup QB. But I think we can wait on backup QB, especially with news about Baker and we like Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr. There's a lot of guys to choose from as a backup quarterback, all right? Let's see. We got 2 picks away. Let's see who falls to us. Oh, I forgot about Tyler Boyd. Pop him in there. Tim Patrick. Okay. I feel fine. That's fine. Let's see who falls to us to pick 112. Down below, we got, Nyheim Hines should have a great year in PPR leagues. He'll have a bounce back season. They said they wanted to decrease the touches of Jonathan Taylor, so that's fine. We just threw in Chase Claypool. So we have a solidified wide receiver core right here. Diggs, Moore, Metcalf, Ayuk, Claypool, some guys with some upside here. We missed out on Kenny Walker. That would have been great to solidify another running back. Sky Moore is still there. Even though, let's see, is MVS still there? Nah, he's gone. Yeah, I think he's gone. I don't know when he went, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but he is. That boy gone. He's not there no more. Let's see. Let's throw in some of these running backs that we like. Alexander Madison, you could steal the handcuff to the Minnesota Vikings from someone else. That's always a great option to have. Alexander Madison. Rashad White has upside as the third down running back, and you have Leonard Fournette getting older, coming in overweight to training camp as well. Tyler Algier could be the number 1 running back for the Atlanta Falcons. That's another option. Kenny Gainwell was a great surprise in that Philadelphia Eagles backfield behind Miles Sanders. He had some very nice 20-point fantasy football games. He had a couple of those last year. Very sneaky, very explosive, especially in that passing game. Definitely like Kenny Gainwell. Ty Davis-Price is there. Late Khalil Herbert could be a nice, solid back. So we got a couple guys in that running back room. We're going to key in on one of those guys. Let's look at the QBs. Justin Fields has huge upside with his legs. He could be a great option as your number 2 quarterback to throw in there. Let's see. Jameson Winston is going to have a high pass volume, a bounce back season from Trevor Lawrence. He has that dual threat with passing and rushing. So that can be a solid option. We'll cue him in there. Matt Ryan could have a ton of yards with the Colts. But I'm really, I can skip and go down lower. Obviously, I love Zach Wilson. That's my quarterback. We'll throw him in the queue. And if we really wanted to get it real late, Tannehill's going really late. ABS, he did me wrong last year. He really did. We got Trubisky and we got Baker Mayfield. If we're waiting, if we're really, really waiting, get one of those last two in Trubisky or Baker Mayfield. If we're really waiting, all right. I'm pretty solidified in Joe Burrow. I feel confident in Joe Burrow, so I have no problem with that. Irv Smith was a sleeper tight end. He's going in these late rounds. That's fine. Let's get back to the main list. Sky Moore is still here. Sky Moore is still here. I have to make a decision. I can get Cole Kmet here. Cole Kmet right there. Another sleeper tight end. Got a couple sleeper tight ends down there. And Sky Moore still here. Why not take the shot? Why not? I'm taking the shot. We're taking the shot. I don't have Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I wanted one of the two. So we're going to get Sky Moore. And we have more depth at that wide receiver position, okay? You got 4 options for a wide receiver. Make sure you stack up on those guys. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6, okay? You tend to want to be in that 8 to 10 range of wide receivers just in case of injury, just in case if anything happens. You have someone in there with upside. A backup QB just went. We're going to get us a running back. We're going to get us a PPR running back. Hopefully he falls to us. It's 2 picks away. Will Nyheim Hines get to us at 136? One away. Come on. Oh, Crowder. Crowder here as that was a great selection from the person before me. I just saw Crowder. If you need a PPR wide receiver similar to Jacoby Myers, it can be Jamison Crowder. We saw the year that Cole Beasley had. He is literally replacing him to a T, and he is now the slot wide receiver on that offense. Nyheim Hines has fallen to us, and we have solidified a very beautiful backfield here. Najee Harris, Alvin Kamara, once he comes back from suspension. Tony Pollard has great upside in that backfield. Nyheim Hines. So even if you went 0 RB and you stacked up tight end, I could have went Kyle Pitts early. Throw in, we still had Joe Burrow, and I waited on running back. Say I just had Najee Harris, I didn't go Kamara, and I stacked up wide receiver and tight end. Coming late, you could have been like, all right, I'll take the L at RB2 and just throw in a whole bunch of fillers, because that's what a lot of these dominant teams have. They'll have QB, wide receiver stacked, tight end. They have one they'll have that RB1 at the beginning of the draft, and then there'll be that RB2 who is a question mark but can pop off. Those are the dominant teams, okay? Those are the dominant teams where you have everything top 5. You have QB top 5, wide receivers pretty much top 20, and you have a top 5 tight end. You have a contending lineup if you have that similar of a build. Okay, Mark Ingram is sneaky. If you take Alvin Kamara, then you would want to handcuff with Mark Ingram. So that was a great selection right there. But that's fine. I have other guys with upside. Let's see who's coming up soon. We're pretty filled on the Q side. We can check low. I'm avoiding Jameson Williams in his rookie year. Van Jefferson has upside. He's going really late. We still got Tyler Algier here. That's crazy. We're gonna take one of those two. And Gainwell still here. McKissick re-signed for a decent amount of money for Washington. He's just gonna be the number 3 running back. And they got Brian Robinson that they got as well for Washington. So that's kind of a crowded backfield. If we're looking down here, all 3 of these guys, Alec Pierce, Jalen Tolbert, Corey Davis, have upside at the wide receiver position. Okay, all that cluster right there definitely can fill in late. Tolbert just went in. That was a great pick. So we got 2 guys left from that cluster. If you want to continue going down lower, let's see who we got down here. I think we're fine until we make our next pick, because I think it's coming up very soon. So let's go back up. Yeah, we got two guys away. All right, let's see who falls to us. We got our Q. We got our Q locked up. We got our Q locked up. TDP, Z Dub, Mitch Tripp, Baker May, Van J, Jay McKick. We got Alec Pierce and Corey Davis. All right, Corey Davis was going what, round 6 last year. Now you get him in round 13. That's crazy. That's crazy. And he technically was the number 1 option. Technically, when he was healthy, he was getting over 15 fantasy points a game. Solid option there. It is our selection now. There's no tile out here. So we are gonna make our pick on. We're gonna take TDP. We threw in another running back for some depth, who can have some upside. Say Elijah Mitchell. We don't know what Shanahan. Okay, no one knew about Elijah Mitchell last year. Everyone was on Trey Sermon, and people got fooled. So this could be a similar situation. They drafted another rookie running back. So why not take a dart, okay, in TDP in that scenario? So let's see who we're going here. We're filling out our bench. So we're gonna have to have some darts down here. We got 7 selections left. Let's see if I can find some more wide receivers with some possible upside. Usually Gronk is. I expect Gronk to come back in the second half of the season. I don't think he wanted to go through camp again and go through all that. I don't think he wanted to do that. Which would be sneaky is if we just take Daniel Jones right now. If we take Daniel Jones right now, that could be sneaky. Let me see. I need backup tight end. We can wait on him. So right now we're gonna throw in. We'll take Alec Pierce. If you have question marks on Michael Pittman, it's safe to go with Alec Pierce. We're not sure. We're not 100% sure. I do like Pittman, but I think there's room for both of these guys to eat in this offense. Matt Ryan has a solid line and an elite offensive line now, giving him time. He doesn't have to rush anything. And they drafted Alec Pierce for a reason. He has some upside. A lot of people want to look down. It's a very 50-50 crew on Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman. Either you like Michael Pittman or you like Alec Pierce. A lot of people don't like Michael Pittman and like Alec Pierce. So it's a 50-50 coin flip there. I'll take the shot on them late. That's fine with me. And let's see. I want a backup tight end. Noah Fant. I don't want a second option and Noah Fant just went. So we're going with Hooper as our backup tight end. Hopefully he falls to us. If not, I can find someone else. There's always somebody else. We'll go down lower. We'll go Mo Cox if we need to. Okay? In that offense, in that Indy offense. All right? But I felt pretty comfortable with Dallas Goedert. So we already have us a top 10 tight end. So you're really just backing them up just in case. All right? Just in case of injury, you have someone in there that is going to be a second option. Just in case there's some off weeks, you have that backup guy that hopefully can replace those points. All right. So I want to get him now before it's gone. And we have 5 selections left. We still need to pick our second quarterback. I think Baker's one. Yeah, Baker's one. So Trubisky could be our second quarterback, or we can go Daniel Jones and either Zach Wilson. We'll pick one of those guys right there. Wentz can be an option as a backup. Davis Mills is going to be in scenarios where he's going to have to pass a lot. So you can't be. It's not really that bad of a situation when we're already solidified in Joe Burrow. Okay, but I do want me a second tight end. 100% do that. That's coming up very soon. Mostert is gone. That's an ugly backfield in Miami. But the majority of money is going to Chase Edmonds. I would say him first, and then talent-wise, it should be Myles Gaskins, hands down. Number 2 should be Myles Gaskins, but we'll see how they pan out in Miami. But we're coming up on our pick, and I want my backup tight end. I 100% want my backup tight end right now. I don't think I get sniped, but you never know. Coming up very soon. We already got our queue pretty filled, just in case Daniel Jones went off the board. That's fine. Daniel Jones with Brian Daboll as the coordinator coach has some upside. If they're trying to redo the Josh Allen project with him, and it could turn out well. We'll see. But we're going to get our tight end, Austin Hooper. Right now, there's a lot of question marks in Tennessee with Treylon Burks. And this is a run-first offense, all right? They're going to run 12 men. They're going to put out their two tight ends, two wide receivers, and they're going to run that ball smash mouth, running the football with Haskins, the rookie, and with Derrick Henry. So if you want a sleeper running back right there, Haskins can be a guy. If Derrick Henry gets injured yet again, that would be a super sleeper. I might even throw him in right now. Where's he at? He right there? You want to throw that man in there right now, just in case? He should come around. I don't expect him to be stolen from us. Corey Davis still there? I'm taking Corey Davis. He shouldn't be here. Jamal Williams still here. That's a steal. Give me another starter wide receiver. We're taking Corey Davis. We got us a jet. See? Not biased. That's my first jet. Just now. Okay? Not biased. We're waiting on him. And like I said about Tennessee. So, in the scenario now, you got Robert Woods. He's still trying to get healthy and recover from that ACL. You're getting bad news about Treylon Burks. I think it's going to take time for him. I like their other rookie wide receiver. Shout out to Chris, which is Phillips. Chris gave me a nice breakdown of Kyle Phillips here. Great blocking wide receiver. You couldn't tell from his stature, but this man is a dog. All right, this man's a dog. Kyle Phillips, definitely like him. He could be starting over Treylon Burks. Okay, so Mike Vrabel doesn't play those games. They're gonna run the rock. They need blockers out there. Kyle Phillips is a sneaky talent. Super late. All right. Speaking of super late, we getting all this negative news about Robbie Anderson. Terrace Marshall is the next man up, and we already know that Robbie Anderson doesn't want Baker Mayfield there. This could easily be a Terrace Marshall year, easily. So we'll throw him in there as a late sleeper. That just popped in my head. Good thing I thought about that. Let's see, what do we need next? Do I need my backup quarterback? No. Do I? Still got Wentz here. Wentz could be a backup. Why not? Why not Wentz? No, Wentz is gone, so Wentz can't be a backup. He can't. No. So how many? I think we got 3 selections left? Two. So we're going to give us... We got 4. Oh, we got 4. All right. We got 4. That's good. KJ Hamler can be a sleeper. Now you want to look at some guys that are free agents. Julio Jones, Will Fuller. You might want to throw those guys in there. Let's see if we can pop some more wide receivers in this queue. I just popped in KJ Hamler. Let's see if we can find a gem. If we're looking super late, if you want to, Devin Duvernay technically is the number 2 wide receiver on that Baltimore offense. I just talked about Will Fuller. He needs to be signed somewhere. Chenault is a PPR type wide receiver that you might want to look towards. I think I'm done with the Bryan Edwards thing, especially now since he's in a worse place now. So we're going to wait on him. Let's see, Cedric Wilson. Oh, Zay Jones is going late. He's technically the number 1 wide receiver for Jacksonville. These are all dart throws right now. All dart throws. Right. Coming up. I want my backup QB right now. I don't want to wait. I'm impatient right now. Williams is gone. We're going to take our backup QB now. Chris Evans, that was a great selection right there. So we'll take Trubisky. And now you're really in a territory of throwing dart throws right here. Possibilities. go after guys that are the number 2 running backs here. So I still have Haskins. Haskins is still right there. We'll throw a dart on him. I'm not going back to that Tracy. Nope, I'm not going. How many running backs we got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5. I could pop in one more. I'll throw in one more. Mariota is gone. He should be the starter for Atlanta right now. Ritter, you'd have to see a crazy preseason from Ritter for him to overtake Marcus Mariota as of right now with the reports that are going on. And 2 picks away, and we want Haskins. All right, we want the backup to Derrick Henry. All right, we could be looking at the end of a very great running back's career. They've been running him ragged, all right, and it finally ended. All right, it finally ended. The consistency finally ended. So we'll take Haskins right now, throw him in there. Oh, Terrace Marshall. We still got Terrace Marshall right here as a late sleeper. I think we got 2 slots left. 2 slots left. Fill it out, and that will be the end of our best ball journey for this episode. I think I'm good on the queue. We'll go back to all. See if we can. I'll talk about some other guys. If you want to take the risk, let's see. We'll bump this up. Gronkowski, like I said, second half of the year, I feel like he's going to come back. That could be a sneaky flyer right there with some possible upside. We'll go that route. Well, I'm gonna take that shot on him because it's super late now. Justin Ross, we need to see it. He's still like wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6 in that depth chart. Westbrook and Keenan, I'd rather have Kyle Phillips. Trey McBride, it's gonna probably take him some time. They still have Zach Ertz. Zach Moss is an afterthought. Yeah, it's pretty. It's ugly down there. It's real ugly. You wouldn't get in best ball. You need to get down this far, but I feel comfortable with what I have right now. Gronkowski's gone. That's a solid. Just a late round dart. Round 18. He's been falling since like round 10, so that's fine. We don't know. You just don't know. So took a flyer. They took a flyer on him. Braxton Berrios. That's why I was surprised Corey Davis fell that far. It was like pick 180, 190, and Corey Davis was still there. And I think technically he's the wide receiver too. I think it's Elijah Moore, it's Corey Davis, and then it's Garrett Wilson. I think that if they're all healthy, I think it goes in that order for that offense. Coming up on our last 2 picks, we are just few away at 225 and 232. 2 more left. I want to throw Terrace Marshall in there. I want to throw some darts at the wide receiver position with possible upside. Okay. And you're this late. Why not? Why not? Jacksonville. I still have Jacksonville's number 1 wide receiver right here. You're around 19, round 20. You get a number 1 wide receiver who had some boom weeks with Oakland as the number 3 option. Zay Jones is an absolute steal. 17 points in week 19, 22 in week 17, double-digit fantasy points in week 16, week 15, week 12. All right, he has the upside. Okay, if you're this late, you need a dart right there. You got 2 options. So, Will Fuller is gone. We'll take Zay Jones first and then Terrace Marshall next. And then I'll be the end. And that will fill out our, did I make the quota? That'll be 10 wide receivers, okay? That'll be 10 wide receivers. All right, it's our turn right now. So we'll take Zay Jones first. And then Terrace Marshall. And then that'll be the end. We got a lot of auto drafters right here to finish out Dearness Johnson, that's a good pick. Drew Lock is going. And then, do we have something? Okay. Come on, pick your guy. This is the end. This is the end. Let's see. He took Ryan Edwards. We're gonna take Terrace Marshall, throw a dart on him, and that will be the end. All right, we filled out our lineups. We got 2 QBs, 6 running backs, 10 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Some people might want to change the strategy with 3 QBs just in case, because this is all season long. You might want to maybe have more running backs. No, I think we're pretty good. We got 3 times the amount of running backs. You only start 2, we have 6, so that's pretty safe. You want to solidify the wide receiver, and you want to just secure at least two tight ends. So we did that. I feel very comfortable with the lineup that we have. Thank you guys for tuning in for part 2 of our best ball Draftkings lineup that we have right here. Best ball Mania's coming up soon, all right? It's coming up soon. I won't forget about that. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessengerSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. All right, peace out, guys, and don't forget to leave comments. All right, give me a rating. Give me a rating on this lineup that we got right here. This best ball lineup that we got here. Let's look at the starting lineup right here again. Burrow, Harris, Kamara, Diggs, DJ Moore, Metcalf, Goddard, Pollard, Ayuk, Claypool, Sky Moore, Naeem Hines, TDP, Alec Pierce, Austin Hooper, Corey Davis, Mitchell Trubisky, Haskins, Zay Jones, and Terrace Marshall. All right, peace out.